We live in a time when machines can finish our sentences, predict our desires, and even imitate our thoughts. But here's the question. If algorithms can guess who you are, do you still know yourself? This video isn't about whether AI is good or bad. It's about something deeper. Your attention, your focus, and your identity. Artificial intelligence isn't just reshaping the way we work. It's reshaping the way we think. Humans have always lived alongside their tools. Fire extended our survival. The wheel expanded our reach. Printing multiplied our voices. Every tool didn't just change what we could do. It changed who we were. Now, AI marks the next leap. And it doesn't just move our bodies or preserve our memories. It touches thought itself. Some people believe this is a golden age, marked by more creativity, greater efficiency, and perhaps even more freedom. Others warn of dependence, distraction, and loss of self. Both might be right, but the deeper question is this: who are we becoming when we live through these machines? Self-discovery has never been easy. The Greek maxim, "Know thyself," has been with us for millennia. But in our world, algorithms shape our preferences, our habits, even our personalities, in ways that are invisible. The path to self-knowledge hasn't disappeared, but it's harder to see. AI promises efficiency, but efficiency often comes with a hidden cost: the weakening of skills we stop practicing. We've seen this before. Calculators reduced mental arithmetic. GPS eroded our ability to read maps. Now with chatbots and AI writers, it's the act of thinking itself that may be at risk. This isn't just speculation. In June 2025, The Washington Post ran a story with the headline, "Is AI rewiring our minds?" The article described research showing that students who relied heavily on chatbots to complete assignments remembered less of what they learned. Professionals who leaned on AI produced writing that was polished but flat. It looked good, but lacked originality. At the same time, Time magazine reported on a study from MIT's Media Lab. Researchers tracked the brain activity of 54 participants, aged 18 to 39, as they wrote SAT-style essays. One group wrote unaided, another used search engines, and a third relied on ChatGPT. The brain-only group lit up with about 80 active neural pathways. The ChatGPT group showed half that, around 40. And here's the kicker: 83% of ChatGPT users couldn't recall details of their essays just minutes after finishing. Think about that. The words were still on the screen, but the mind hadn't truly engaged. It's the mental version of fast food. Quick, tasty, but not nourishing. The real danger isn't that AI replaces human labor. It's that it replaces human struggle. And struggle matters. It's in drafting, revising, and wrestling with ideas that understanding takes root. Convenience feels good in the moment, but growth comes from effort. And we all feel this in daily life. When my phone auto-completes a text, the words don't feel fully mine. When music apps recommend playlists, I lose the joy of discovery. When social feeds deliver content for me, I stop seeking out ideas on my own. Each little convenience shifts the balance until I'm no longer leading my attention. I'm following it. Psychologists call this cognitive offloading. It's not new, but AI raises the stakes because it doesn't just provide answers. It predicts us. It anticipates our choices and fills in the blanks before we even realize we wanted them. The risk isn't collapse, it's erosion. Like muscles that atrophy when they're not used, reflection, originality, and concentration weaken if we hand them over too often. If distraction erodes us, focus rebuilds us. Concentrated attention does more than help us finish tasks. It reshapes the brain, steadies our emotions, strengthens memory, and unlocks creativity. Science backs this up. In early 2025, researchers at Mount Sinai published a study in PNAS using intracranial EEG recordings. They found that meditation induced changes in the amygdala and hippocampus, brain regions central to emotional regulation and memory. The practice literally changed deep brain activity. Other studies confirm the power of focus. Decades ago, Harvard's Sarah Lazar showed that mindfulness practice thickens gray matter in areas linked to attention and learning. That research wasn't recent, but it remains foundational, guiding much of today's neuroscience. Multiple meta-analyses published in top journals, including JAMA Psychiatry, consistently show that mindfulness-based practices reduce anxiety and depression symptoms. The evidence is broad and strong, even if not all of it is from this year. And then there's creativity. The late psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, who passed in 2021, pioneered research on flow states, those moments when attention is fully engaged and time seems to vanish. His work showed that creativity blossoms not when we're distracted, but when focus is deep and sustained. Newer research adds even more weight. In July 2025, USC's Leonard Davis School found that just 30 days of guided mindfulness improved attentional control across all age groups, including young, middle-aged, and older adults. Focus isn't limited by age. The brain adapts quickly. Another 2025 study in MPJ Digital Medicine tested AI-guided brain stimulation. It showed that sustained attention improved significantly, especially in people who struggled most. Technology itself can support focus, if we use it wisely. And in Frontiers in Psychology, researchers found that mindfulness training improved AI literacy. People who practiced mindfulness not only handled AI tools better, but they also avoided cognitive overload. They stayed in charge of the technology instead of being swept away by it. So focus isn't about grinding harder. It's about becoming clearer, calmer, and more creative. It's about reclaiming the ability to direct your life instead of drifting through distractions. Long before brain scans, ancient traditions viewed attention as a form of liberation. The Stoics taught that freedom comes from focusing on what you can control, your judgments and your actions, and letting go of what you can't. Buddhists practice samadhi, one-pointed concentration, as the foundation of insight. Sufi mystics developed muraqabah, a form of watchful awareness, using attention as a means of devotion. Hindu philosophers in Jnana Yoga use the question, "Who am I?" not for a quick answer, but as a tool of focus, stripping away illusion until truth emerged. Different words, same truth. The distracted mind is enslaved to impulse. The focused mind discovers freedom. But here's the challenge. Our environment is engineered to fracture attention. Platforms are rewarded for keeping us scrolling, not for keeping us present. AI supercharges that design by predicting what will hold us the longest. Shoshana Zuboff in The Age of Surveillance Capitalism warned that data collection doesn't just observe behavior, it shapes it. Historian Yuval Noah Harari has said that the danger isn't machines rebelling, but machines knowing us better than we know ourselves. If an algorithm can predict your desires more accurately than you can, where's the line between your will and its suggestion? This is why mindfulness isn't optional anymore. It's survival. To know if a thought is truly yours, you need the ability to pause, examine, and return your attention at will. So how do we reclaim attention in a world of distraction? Here are practices, simple, ancient, and supported by science. The first is the 1-minute return. Just 1 minute. Breathe in, breathe out. When the mind wanders, notice it without judgment and return. That return is the rep that builds the muscle. The second is single task sprints. Work in focus blocks of 25 or 50 minutes, one task only. Then rest. Your brain thrives on rhythm. The third is notification architecture. Turn off non-essential alerts for a week. Check messages at set times. Within days, your baseline stress drops. The fourth is nature as neural hygiene. 10 minutes outside. No headphones. Look at the sky, the trees, the horizon. Studies on attention restoration theory show this replenishes focus. The fifth is journaling. 2 pages by hand. Prompts like, "What matters today?" or "What am I avoiding?" Writing by hand slows thought just enough for clarity to emerge. These aren't escapes, they're survival skills. Each one trains the same thing: the ability to notice distraction and to return. AI can be an incredible partner if you stay in charge. Draft first, then ask. Write your outline in your own words, then let AI critique it. That way, the voice is still yours. Use forcing prompts that push your thinking. Ask, "What's the strongest counterargument to my idea?" Or, "Where is my reasoning weakest?" Or, "How would I explain this to a 12-year-old?" These keep you thinking actively. Step away. Don't take AI's draft as final. Reflect offline and integrate in your own mind. And be transparent with yourself. Label your drafts: human outline, AI feedback, human final. Keep ownership clear. The goal isn't to reject AI, it's to make it your sparring partner, not your ghostwriter. Let's do this together. 2 minutes. Sit comfortably. Relax your shoulders. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts. Exhale for 6. Place a hand on your stomach and feel the rise and fall. Thoughts will come: planning, worry, and memory. Label them softly. Then return to the breath. Again and again. The point isn't to stop thinking. The point is to practice the return. And the return is the rep. I can't meditate. My mind won't stop. Perfect. Meditation isn't about stopping thoughts. It's about practicing the return. I don't have time. 2 minutes beat none. Daily beats once a week. I need notifications for work. Then schedule windows. Protect focus blocks. People will adjust. I'll fall behind without AI. Use AI. Just don't outsource your voice. Draft first, then collaborate. Here's something to try: a 7-day focus challenge. Day 1. Turn off non-essential notifications. Day 2. Do 2 single-task sprints. Day 3. Practice 2 minutes of breath focus twice a day. Day 4. Spend 10 minutes outside, no headphones. Day 5. Handwrite 1 page answering "What matters today?" Day 6. Use 1 forcing prompt with AI on a real task. Day 7. Reflect on the week. Notice what changed in your clarity, mood, and focus. Artificial intelligence will only get faster, smarter, and more persuasive. The real danger isn't rebellion from machines. It's a surrender from humans. Surrendering focus. Surrendering reflection. Surrendering the effort that turns information into wisdom. But there is another path. If we reclaim attention, if we practice the return, AI becomes a tool that extends us, not a force that erodes us. Ancient wisdom saw this truth. Modern science confirms it. Attention is the foundation of freedom. Mindfulness isn't fluff. It's sovereignty over your own mind. So don't let algorithms script your inner life. Guard your attention. Reclaim your focus. Because the future of wisdom won't be written only in lines of code. It will be written in the choices you make with your mind.